follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life. I am the light of the world. Whoever follows me will never walk in darkness, but will have the light of life.
I will add some words in this video also in walking with Lord Jesus Christ or God. Everything that they can stop you or everything that they can say, they will say. And if you upload in social medias or walk through your truth, because you are having a purpose with our Father. So that's how evil also works. They will also use what they know. They will use Bibles in others also. Rumors, their ego and irritation and pride. They will use all of that one when they already feel that irritation through that person that walking with Father in a purpose. So before saying something, you have to weigh. You have to understand that maybe that person is walking with a different, I can say, intelligence than me. If that person says, I have, I'm, why, if you ask that person, why are you doing this? If that person answered, I'm walking through God's purpose or etc. As long as that person utters it through God's purpose, you have to understand that. Or you can put that the irritation that you are feeling actually, or what's in your thoughts to that person. In that person, you person that walking to God's purpose, you have, well, both of them should understand one another. The word that I want to say is both of them should understand one another. Yes, we have different levels of intelligence, wisdom, knowledge, but the understanding itself should be there. How can we put ourselves in synchronicity or peace or unity if we will not put that understanding? Maybe I will give an example. We have to understand one another on that stage that we have different kinds of intelligence and knowledge. Don't ask further. Better to ask our God, Lord, through prayer. Because persons, even that person that walking through God's purpose, cannot answer it. Only God can answer all. Pray to Him. If there's no answer, pray more and build that relationship to Him so that that questions or anything that you wanted to ask will come to you. But be vigilant and observant because maybe He will answer you with a situation that you will learn to another person or a situation like you want to. This is the thing that I want to uh, elaborate more also. The word which is you want to learn harder, that word, because sometimes we really cannot understand it if we didn't we can understand the meaning, but the meaning beyond if we didn't experience it. It's like if you have a if you are a girl or a boy and you have a partner, then you always argue. That's already a sign for you both to talk well if you are meant to be together. Talk what's the problem in the partnership. But if it didn't work, that both of you still walk with pride and ego and argue every time. Better of you to separate than arguing forever. Then if you have a children, they will be affected, right? Better start from the beginning. You separate because I'm going to tell a story also. There's a two couples that I know always argue, and I sometimes advise also to them that maybe that's the sign that you have to separate now. Maybe you are not compatible with one another because both of them are working with the unmature self and they came together. And then they will fight every time. There will be a time that they're okay, but every time their arguments is worse. But there's a time that they separate a little bit so that they will know if they are really be together. But when they come again, for that a little bit, I can say separation time, this guy went there and I can say do they are already in a married situation, a marriage. I mean, that guy went having woman. Then he doesn't know that one of that woman that he have in that bed has a sickness. Then there's a time that this married couple came with a bad situation also. Then the girl, he is feeling quite feeling unwell. Then she went to a doctor. It's done. You want from the very beginning. It was already given that the argument is worse. So you want to learn in a hard way. Like in parents and children, the parent always told the child, especially girl, don't come home late. Then this girl child is hard-headed, doesn't heard the parents' advice. One time, that girl was raped. Whose fault it is? So you given yourself a pain and trauma. So don't blame anyone. Sometimes we cannot put those pains and trauma away because we are blaming other because of our actions that we cannot accept. Yes, we know that maybe if I heard my parent that time, this thing that I'm experiencing now, or I experienced to those people, would not be there. Why we cannot accept those pains and traumas that we are experiencing? We have to accept also that we have faults at that situation. Why we put ourselves in the depression, anxiety, stress that we are experiencing? Why why our brain's state is not in good condition? Those experiences that we experience, we have to accept that we have our own faults at that part. But of course, there's a part that others person's fault because they did it to you. But to be free, the number one is to forgive yourself and accept that you have a fault. Blaming others or by itself. How can we accept? Just accept that we blame also others first before ourselves. That's why we cannot free ourselves from that situation. Because directly we blame that person that who raped us. There's especially example, friends also right puts us sometimes to a situation that we didn't expected. Like a friend invited you, but you felt a gut and instinct that you shouldn't have go in that invitation, the guts, instinct, intuition itself. You already feel that one, but why did you not stop yourself? That's the part of God, the gift of our Father, the guts, instinct, intuition. We have to blame ourselves also for them that from that part. We have now we have to educate ourselves from that part that we have to accept instinct, guts, and intuition that it is a part of our life. If you are having a feeling of you want to have a partner, or you want to have in a marriage situation, because you are, well, we have a situation that we call, if you already gone through the calendar part, which is beyond the calendar, you have to go have a family already. But if your instinct says you are not ready, you have to, or are you capable? The instincts always told that situation also. Are you capable financially? Are you ready emotionally? Sometimes it says not only instinct but the brain also. So you have to weigh it. If you ask that question to yourself before going to that marriage or partnership, and that partnership in marriage went bad, ask yourself, did you question yourself before? So you have to be ready emotionally. Pain and traumas are healed, even though not financially ready. And those partners, before going to marriage, should talk well. If one is not capable, can the other partner can handle both of the relationship? Well, I think that's enough about the message. So thank you for watching. See you again in my next videos. Thank you for watching. And subscribe. See you again.